Hello and welcome to SGPN's The Daily Dog. I'm your host, Brent. I'm here with my favorite Underdog Fantasy Pick and Plays for Thursday, July 24th, 2025. If you're new to Underdog Fantasy, sign up with the promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com. Get a deposit match bonus from this here podcast. That is promo code DailyDog, DAILYDOG at UnderdogFantasy.com or on the Underdog Fantasy app. Get that deposit match bonus. All right, quickly, let's talk a little bit about yesterday. Man, sad. Ezekiel Tovar is not at home healthy and playing at or not starting healthy and at Coors Field, so we don't get to throw him in the lineups. But he delivered yesterday. Unfortunately, his partner in the entry did not. But we still hit one of our entries, and we had one of them refunded. So a little bit of a slight profit in the streets of of the MLB. Freddie Freeman got the RBI. Castellanos had higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Even at a homer, 3.54x there. Tennis is actually largely pretty good. I should have mixed the men and the women, but I didn't. Because I had one man correct, one woman correct, and we were a half game off on the women's tennis match we missed, which is frustrating. And Boko started a little bit too slow in the first set, lost 6-3 in that one instead of 6-4, which was a little bit annoying because 6-4, we would have been there. We would have had higher than 21.5 games played. We did hit a dong squad, though. God, it's such a rush when you hit a dong squad flex, get 2 out of 3. We got Aaron Judge, Pete Crow Armstrong, so we got some money back there. Nice little profit. Trevor Story didn't get there. Of course, he still had a productive game, but didn't get the homer, unfortunately. And then the other dunk squad was not so successful. The Lotto wasn't so successful. And the pitchers were, again, a little bit of a mixed bag. Wrong combos killed us there. But that being said, let's get on to today, learn from our mistakes, and keep it rolling. So we're going to start out with MLB entry number 1. Then we're going to get into the pitchers, the combos, and then we're going to go to WNBA. Then we're going to go to PGA, tennis, and combo or Lotto and Dong Squad. So today, Cal Raleigh higher than 0.5 higher than 0.5 RBIs against Yusei Kikuchi, and the Angels. Obviously, Cal Raleigh can get that RBI on himself. He's home run king right now. But Shohei's woken up, so keep an eye on that. Aaron Judge obviously still lethal as well. So we'll see how this home run race turns out because, man, it's been pretty fun to watch this season. We got 4 guys who are crushing it, 5 guys that are crushing it. But Cal Raleigh higher than 0.5 RBIs that, obviously gives us equity for the sack. The walk, the infamous walk RBI, always love getting those. And obviously you can just get like a single, double, and drive someone home. Then pairing that with Jackson Holliday, higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against the Guardians and Logan Allen. I don't like Logan Allen all that much. Jackson Holliday has been very good. Got a year and a half ago, whenever that was, when he made his debut, most hyped prospect ever, and he stunk. Not stinking anymore. Jackson Holliday, very good player. So Holliday higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Cal Raleigh higher than 0.5 RBIs, 3.24x multiplier. MLB entry number 2, Bichette higher than 0.5 RBIs. Had it yesterday. He got it on he had a homer yesterday, so that helps. But Bichette, again, just playing very, very well in a good part of the lineup. Going against Reese Olson. Reese Olson has been pretty tough to score on for the Tigers, but again, I don't necessarily totally value his consistency, and also he doesn't stay in the game all that long, all that often. He's about a five inning max guy, so there's going to be opportunities against the pen. Then Zach Neto higher than 7.5 fantasy points. Neto against Logan Evans for the Mariners. Just Neto is an awesome player. I mean, I don't know what to say. He's got power. He's got speed. He is a good contact hitter. He can do it also. Let's get those points for Zach Neto. 3.66x with Bichette higher than 0.5 RBIs. MLB number 3, Jacob Wilson higher than 1.5 total bases against Jason Alexander and the Astros. I don't know what else to say about Jacob Wilson. Awesome rookie. Great base runner, good power, good contact. What else do you want? Gunnar Nelson higher than 7.5 fantasy points. He has also been a little bit of waking up lately. I mean, I'm not saying that he's like the greatest he's ever been, but, obviously slow start, some injuries plaguing him this year. I think that Gunnar Henderson is going to have a good showing here against the Guardians, closing out this series at 110 Eastern, 3.36x with Wilson higher than 1.5 total bases, Nelson higher than so why did I say Gunnar Nelson? That's a UFC fighter. Gunnar Henderson higher than 7.5 fantasy points, 3.36x. Gunnar Henderson, not the UFC fighter from Iceland, Gunnar Nelson. MLB number 4, Brent Rooker higher than 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs against Jason Alexander. Again, I just think that it's a good spot. It's going to be a pen day, most likely. I mean, Jason Alexander max about he's had a game where he went 6 innings, but I don't know if that's going to happen again. Obviously, it's a former team that he played for in the Athletics, so maybe he's got a little more juice. But I think Rooker's going to hurt him here. And then I'm going to take Stephen Kwan higher than 0.5 runs in that early Guardians-Orioles game against Charlie Morton. Kwan gets on. Kwan's got good batter behind him named Jose Ramirez. I like it. 3x multiplier on that one. All right, pitchers combo number one. Darvish, Sonny Gray, lower than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Obviously, limited action this year, not been great. Sonny Gray is still a good pitcher, though, for the Cardinals. So no first inning runs allowed there. And then Eric Lauer, Reese Olson. I think they got 6 outs in them early. So I'm going to take no first inning runs allowed by Lauer and Olson. 3x multiplier on that. Pitchers number 2, Charlie Morton plus Logan Allen. In that Guardians-Orioles game, higher 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Morton, at his age, can't trust him. Logan Allen, I can never trust him. And then I'm going to pair that with Logan Evans and Yusei Kikuchi, higher than 0.5 first inning runs allowed. Let's hope that we get a leadoff homer from our man, Zach Neto, and we kill two birds with one stone. That is a 3x multiplier. WNBA, Kelsey Plum, higher than 17.5 points. It's a little bit scary sometimes, but Kelsey Plum is a great player for the Sparks. She's averaging almost 20 points per game this year. She's had a little bit of a slow return from the All-Star break, but I think she's going to get right back where she left off, higher than 17.5 points for Kelsey Plum. Aja Wilson, lower than 23.5 points. We played this the other day. She hit exactly 24. Very frustrating, but again, I think we can still try to fade her a little bit here. She can still have a great game without going over 23.5. 3x multiplier there. WNBA number 2, Angel Reese, higher than 13.5 points. She had a slow game last one. She's off the All-Star hangover. Let's get it. And then Onyeka Ogwumike, whose name I really cannot say. Onyeka Ogwumike of the Storm, Seattle Storm. I think that she has, she's been her season average isn't even this high. She had 22 games, but this one is going to be a road affair. I think that she is going to stay under on this one. 3x multiplier. PGA number 1, you got to put this thing in right and early. Tom Hoge, 20 finishing position, better than 20.5. Michael Thorbjornsson, another Icelandic athlete. Michael Thorbjornsson, tourney finishing position, better than 10.5. So top 20 for Tom Hoge, top 10 for Michael Thorbjornsson. These all basically come from my man Wes Reynolds at VSiN. Go to vsin.com/golf if you want his full write-up. But I went through his article, identified a few guys that I like based on his intel mostly, a little bit of light research on my own, but I'm going to roll with this. That's a 10.86x multiplier, so big lotto there. Tennis entry number 1, Ben Shelton, higher than 23.5 games played versus Gabriel Diallo, 2 big servers. 3 sets obviously is a high probability here, but also tie breaks. These guys serve like kings. Venus Williams, higher than 0.5 sets won against Magdalena Freck. Honestly, Venus looked awesome in her last one. I think she's got one good set in her here. So 3.42x multiplier on that one. Tennis entry number 2, Taylor Fritz, higher than 21.5 games played against Matteo Arnaldi. Arnaldi is just a little bit of a tough customer. Fritz is very good, but again, he's a tiebreak merchant. So I think we can get there in 2 sets if we have to. Leylah Fernandez, higher than 0.5 sets won against Jess Pagula. I think that Jess is another one who plays with her food and loses a set more often than she should. And also, Leylah could win this match outright. So that's a 2.64x multiplier. Let's get to our lotto entries. Vladimir Guerrero, higher than 0.5 RBIs. Junior, if you need me to point that out, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., higher than 0.5 RBIs. Logan Evans, higher than 3.5 earned runs allowed. I just don't like him very much for the Mariners. Nolan Jones, higher than 1.5 total bases. Do like his matchup. Lawrence Butler, higher than 0.5 runs scored. I'm looking at Wilson total bases and Rooker 1.5 HRR. That means Lawrence Butler has a good chance of scoring if he can get on early in the lineup. Dong squad number 1, Jordan Westberg, higher than 0.5 home runs. I've been trying to feature Westberg. I've kind of been, tic-tac-toeing with his good days, but I think a good opportunity for a home run in this early game. Joe Adele, higher than 0.5 home runs. I already told you I don't like Logan Evans at all. Brent and Rooker, higher than 0.5 home runs. That would be a 2 birds with one stone on this light baseball slate. 86.42x if you go straight up. Flex it 43.21x or 6.37x if it goes 2 out of 3. Dong squad number 2. Wilson Contreras, higher than 0.5 home runs. Jackson Merrill, higher than 0.5 home runs. Nick Kurtz, higher than 0.5 home runs. Contreras had a little bit of a confidence boosting experience out in Coors Field. Jackson Merrill, just a pitcher that I am going to be, or not a pitcher, a batter that I like to back quite often. I know Sonny Gray is a little bit of a tough guy to, maybe, to tattoo the ball against, but 97 degrees at Busch Stadium, I like our chances. Nick Kurtz, one of the best young power guys we've seen this year. I'm going to roll with him against the bullpen day of the Astros. 109.88x multiplier. Flex it 54.94x. If it goes 3 for 3, 2 out of 3, 9.84x. Gotta love it. Let's go back to back dong squads. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Rate, review, subscribe. Good luck on your picks, and let's make some money.